All right, everybody, welcome back to Full Circle with Joyce. Time now for our next segment. And we want to talk to a change maker in this COVID season. And with me here, I have Pastor Lizzie Kamonde, who is of the Saidia Moja Foundation. Karibu sana to the show once again.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah. So you actually began an initiative.
Yes.
It was in this COVID season?
Yes.
Okay.
It was in this COVID season. I felt like, actually, it's God who started speaking to me, what people they are really going through. And I also really saw what people they are really going through. And I felt a burden to be able to go to the slums. Okay. And I called some few people together, and we were able to talk our mind together, how we can be able to put 1, 2, 3 together.
Okay.
And we have been able to really been going to the slums, and we have really been able to, you know, you go to the slums, you see what people they are really struggling with. It have really, really been a great moment for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about what the foundation is actually doing in the slum areas.
What we normally do, basically, we normally take them foodstuffs. And we normally come together, we buy foodstuffs and all that. And as we take for them, we also have a meeting with them where we are able to talk to them, where we are able to, because some of them, they're really going through so much. So we are able to mentor them. Some mothers there, we are able to mentor them, because you can imagine how slums life is. You can see a mother of 5 and is really fully drunk and all those things. So we've been able to be in a place where we normally take them food. We are able to mentor them. We are able to preach to them, because you can't be able to preach to someone who is hungry. So we found that it will be an easy place for us where we can be able to feed them. Then at least from there, we can be able to, because at least when you're telling them it's food, they can be able to gather together. So that is what we've been doing. Okay. We gather them together, we give them food. Then after that, we can be able to speak to them, and at least we have some of them that we are really mentoring.
I see.
Yeah.
And which areas have you been to? Are you focusing on?
We have gone to Deep Sea. We have also gone to we have been going to the street also for the street kids also. So that is what we have been doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How many families are you aiming to feed?
We've been feeding like 100 families. That is what we have been feeding. So far, so good. But we are trusting God. At least we are supposed to go this, because we normally go like maybe twice in a month or twice in a month. So we are trusting God. At least we can be able to feed like 200 people, 200 families in a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you say you began this initiative?
We started immediately when COVID started. That was around March. That is when we started it.
Okay.
Yes.
So these 100 families, you've been going back to them.
Yes.
Throughout this season.
Yes. We've been going back to them, and you know, you can tell, at least these people, at least every time they see us, there is that expectation. At least they know these people. They are not just so. At least every time we normally, what we normally do, because the slum is so big. So we are not able to cover everybody, because actually there are a lot of people. So no, we are not able to cover everybody. So what we normally do, we normally have some people on the ground who we normally tell to like be able to look for the families who are really need help. So at least they gather them together in a hall where we can be able to meet them, because the slum has a lot of people. So we are not in we don't have the capacity to be able to go around the whole slum. So we normally go to the people who are, you know, they are really much in need. That is what we normally do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've teamed up with some people to actually set up this foundation and to do it.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about the people now in the Saidia Moja Foundation.
The people, it's just an individual people, and most of the people, when you tell someone this is what I want to do, he's like, I'm in it. You know, so many people, they are looking for such opportunities where they can be able to put a smile in somebody. So this is just basically, it's just a group of people that we have come together. We have discussed about it, and we were like, we need to do this.
Okay. So
it's not basically an organization or what, but it's an individual people that we have been able to come together.
Okay.
Yes.
You've touched on a mentorship program as well. for especially young women or mothers in the areas where you're working.
Yeah.
Maybe just tell us a bit about just describe those challenges that you're seeing.
Yeah, some of the challenges is where you get a mother who has, you know, some of them they are like, they normally tell you like they sleep around to get some cash of money or to put food on the table, and you see that person have become so vulnerable in a place where men can just use the woman just in whichever capacity or wherever. But we've been able to mentor them to a place of them understanding their worth as women, especially for women. We've been able to make them to understand their worth, and also we are teaching them some of the things they can be able to do to earn a living, where they can be able to make some mandazis, where they can be able to make some soap, and they can be able to make their small cashes. So we normally, every time we gather, we normally come together to what can we teach them. We can teach them how to bake. They can be able to bake some, maybe some cakes, and they can be able to sell them out. They can be able to sell them fruits. At least we've been able to change their mindset, because it's all about their mind. So their mind is in that perspective that like, I can't be able to do anything, like I can't, you know, I have to maybe to sleep around for me to get a living and all those things. So our mentorship is in that place of trying to change their mindset, because it's all in their mind, because their mind, some of them, their mind is really rotted. So we've been able to have a place where they are, and we are really seeing transformation. We are really seeing a lot of change from them. And some of them, because most of these people, when you see most of these people in the slum, some of them, you'll even tell them like, can I take you out of the place? But it's like, no, I want to be here, because they have been so used to be inside the slum to a place where this person, he doesn't want to, you know, he's like, there's some benefits that he's getting from the slum and all that. So it's all about the mindset. The mindset, the way they have said that this is my place and this is my life. So this is some of the things that we are doing to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we look at the actual package that you are delivering to these families, can you tell us a bit about what's included in what you give them?
Okay, we normally give them flour of ungas, like maybe 5 for a family, like 5 kgs of unga. Then we give them the oil, the rice, the dry beans and whatever, those kind of things. Those are some of the things we normally give them. When we go to the street, because we also sometimes we alternate, we go to the street. Some of these women, majority of them, it's women. And actually, when you go to the city, you see these women. They have like their own place where it's like their home. It's like they have everything there. They have their kids there. That is where they know it's a home. It's one street. They are full of them there. So you go there, you find they don't have pads, you know, at least for the streets ones, because for them, those ones, they need ready food. Where we normally cook for them food, we take for them food. Okay. So these ones, at least they need something like pads, some panties, you know, that baby clothes and all that. Sure. Because especially when it's raining and all those things, these kids, they normally sleep outside. Right. So sometimes we normally talk to people how they can be able to give us some clothes which are in a good condition. We can be able to give them out.
All right. Yeah. So let's talk then about how people can maybe be part of the Saidia Moja Foundation, and how they could also, if they wanted to support you as well, they could do the same.
Yes, Saidia Foundation. We have a page on the Facebook. On Facebook, we have a page that is Saidia Moja Foundation. Okay. And that is where we normally talk to people, where they can be able to partner with us. They give us wherever it is, however small it is. If you give me one unga, someone else give me another unga. I mean, when we combine them all together, they bring a full bunch of it. So that is actually, we really need people, because people, they are really a lot. People, they are so much in need. And some of the things that you feel like you don't need in your house, you have a mattress, you feel like you don't need it. There's someone who is like really trusting God for that mattress. Sure. If God can give him that mattress. So we always tell people, at least tell us where you are. We can be able to reach. We can be able to reach where you are, and we can be able to have those things, because they're gonna be of a great help to some people.
All right.
Yeah.
So this foundation started really at the beginning of COVID. It sounds like, though, it's something you want to continue with.
Yes, of course, it's something that, this is a vision that I had long before. I had really thought about it, but I had not really gotten into it. And at the time of COVID, that is the time I really felt like some of us, we are crying and we are telling, we feel like we don't have anything. But let me tell you, Joyce, when you go to the slums, that is it really time that you'll, when I went the first time I went to the slum, I really wept and I really told God, we complain because you see some people, the kind of life they are living, the kind of house they are living, and he's telling you, this is a woman has like 5 kids, and he's telling you this is where we sleep, this is where our kids sleep. So when rain comes, he tells you like when it rains, the water have to enter the house. So all of us, we have to wake up.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to sleep on schedules because the place is flooding. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank
Is
you
there
so
a pay bill number or somewhere that people
right now
can
we don't have a
donate to?
pay bill number, but we have a number. We don't have a pay bill. We are working on getting the pay bill number, but right now we are just using the M-Pesa number.
Okay.
The M-Pesa number is 0721 705594.
All right.
0721 705594.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Pastor Lizzie, for
Thank
coming
you so
on.
much.
And good job to you and the team.
Thank you so much.
Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break now. And coming up next, we're going to be meeting a 15-year-old violinist and just kind of learning about her experience with that instrument. 111 444 111 is the SMS line, and I'll be back after this.